Okay. So we have discussed about TCP/IP model, and we have discussed about um, how we can refer it with the OSI model. We have seen like in which layer what and all things to be remembered. We'll just once again recollect in which layer what are all things are important, because that is the main thing every day-to-day work which you are going to like the data means like you are looking for that kind of thing only. Okay, so the first thing, okay, application layer. What is the data that usually which thing what it really comes into your mind means it is just applications, correct? Like whether it is SSH application, telnet application, is it like browsing, or it is file transfer, all these things application. But okay, when I say okay presentation or something like that, even in application layer itself, when I say presentation, if I say something, it is like encoding. Okay, what is the encoding they have used, like um what is the languages they have used. Okay, all such kind of things we'll be looking for. Okay, then when it comes to the session layer, what is the data we are going to use? We are going to main focus on cookies and timers. Okay, then what is the next transport layer? What is the thing which we are going to look for? Source IP address, sorry, source port numbers, source port and destination ports, port numbers, and type of transport. Means like, are you sending this data via transport control protocol or user datagram protocol? Which one? Which type of service is this? So based on the type of service, I might choose TCP or I can choose UDP. Okay. Next, network layer. What you are going to? It is used for routing. That is like IP addresses. Okay, pinging another system, reaching to other system. You can ping and reach other systems. That time no application, nothing will be there. Just you will be reaching the ping. Means just network layer. Okay, whether that system is active or not. Pinging means there is ICMP protocol, Internet Control Message Protocol. Just it will go and just ping. No application data, nothing. Just whether the IP address is there or not. Okay, so that is like routing means IP address is the main thing that comes into the picture. Okay, then okay, data link layer, MAC address comes into the picture. Okay, MAC address comes into the picture. Okay, seventh, physical layer, transfer of data in bits, transfer of data into bits and bytes, something, or a cable or something like that. Okay, so for this, all these things what we said in real time, these are all things are called as application layer. Okay, and this particular part is called as transport layer. This particular part is called as network layer. This particular part is called as MAC layer, that is data link layer. This is network layer, data link layer, oh sorry, and this is physical layer. Okay, now we know this much. Let's see something which is more of in real time, that uh, how an organization really, like what and all various devices they work in organization to a specific layer level. Okay, not all now if you take my computer, it is having all 7 layers. Okay, if you take some other device like router, it will have till its main job is still network layer. If you take switch, its main job is still MAC layer. Okay, if you take hub, it is only till here. Okay, that is how. Now we will see some networking devices. Networking devices. Okay. Now I have a lab where I have multiple computers in my home or in my office. Okay. In you take it a consideration as if like, it is some, say, maybe a like 15 years old, 15 years before. What it used to happen is you used to take one internet connection, okay, one internet connection to your home, and there is something like you buy it from the market that is called as hub. This is called as hub, HUB, hub. Okay. And all the devices are connected to this particular, like, same way like router, how you have ports, right? Ethernet ports. Same way they used to be there. And all those computers can be connected to this, okay, hub. Okay. And this hub is connected to this internet connection, ISP, some internet modem, and the modem is connected to your ISP. It is not the router. I am telling it is a modem. Now only I am telling it here. Okay. It is connected to your ISP. Somewhere your ISP is there. Okay. And it is connected to that ISP, internet service provider, like Airtel or Jio or something like that. Okay. Just consider. Okay. Now, what is this? Okay. This is a old type of technology. Okay. That this device, whatever, is also a networking device. Hub is also a networking device. But if I want to send something from computer 1 to computer 10 or computer 2, okay, so what happens, the data has to be sent from here to here first, correct, right? Okay, to the hub you have to send. After sending it to the hub, okay, then what happens after sending it to the hub, what it will do, it is going to send it to, okay, computer 2, correct, right? It has to send to computer 2. No, not only the computer 2, it is going to send it to computer 3, okay, computer 4, sorry, to this also they will send, okay, and to the computer 5 also it will be sent. Now, tell me what is the problem here? Simple, only one problem is there, okay, that is the same data which has to be, you know sent to these things, including it will be sent to Mr. Computer 1 as well. One copy will be sent to computer 1 as well. That much dumb it is. Okay, it is a dumb device. What it will do, it will take some data and it will be distributing to everyone. In this, what you are telling, okay, hey, I want to send this data to Mr. you know say for example, this is I will write it here somewhat, computer 3, computer 4, computer 5, some networking computer or system or PC, anything you can consider. Okay, say for example, here this particular system's IP address is, say example, 192.168.1.10. Example I'm just telling. Okay, this is 192.168.1.20. Okay, this is that IP address I'm just telling. Okay, this is, this is 30 and this is 40. Oh, okay, and this is 50. Okay, now, hey man, I did some mistake, I guess. Yeah, it is everywhere. It is one you have to keep. Okay, just keep yourself, or let me modify it. 1.20, 1.30, 1.40, 1.50. Now, tell me, if I am sending from here, from this computer, some data, okay, to, the network layer, it will be putting, it will be keeping, okay, the source IP as, this particular thing. Which one? This particular thing as source IP, okay, and this is the source, okay, and what is the thing? The destination. What is the destination? Destination is computer 2, okay, because I'm sending the data from computer 1 to computer 2, right? It is the destination, okay, it has to keep it, okay. So now this particular system will come from here, and along with some, data, like, some data will be there, right? Other data, what it will be there? Other data, it is, some port number, which system on this particular thing, what is the source port and destination port will also be there. Maybe from this system, some application is using source port of, something like, 52,358, okay, something, some port. He wants to communicate here some web server always will be listening at port 80. That is also updated before he's sending that particular data from here. And he has got all that application data here, like, some here, okay, something here, okay, some application data he's sending, okay, some application data is also there, like he's like, trying to send, www dot get, like Euler infosec. I want to see that web page. That web page is here in this particular computer, okay, in this particular computer. So this is some web server, something, okay. Now he is sending that request over which, through physical, okay. So definitely Mac also comes into the picture, that is data link layer comes into the picture. That is this system's MAC address. For our simplicity, we will consider it as, this system's MAC address is 0A, 0A, okay. This system's MAC is 0B, okay. This system's MAC address is 0C. Just our simplicity, not big number. This one, sorry, don't get confused. I'm just giving you some kind of, overview of the knowledge. 0C, okay, and this computer's thing is 0 here, 0D, and this computer's, MAC address is, every computer will have MAC address because they are connected, okay. Now here it knows that, okay, I won't like to, go and communicate with, this system, that is, 0A, okay, and say for example, it has like, the next hop's MAC address is 0Z, okay. So I know only this MAC address 0Z I'll keep, okay, and then over the physical path I'll be going to send this particular entire thing will go from this machine to this machine. Now hub will receive it, okay, hub will receive it and see, okay, and it will scratch his head, okay, thinking these guys gave me some data, now I don't know what to do, okay, now I don't know what to do. First it will it will do what, since I don't know anything, okay, okay, since I don't know anything, okay, what I'll do is I will send it to anyone. Definitely one guy will take it, who is, responsible for this particular IP, right? That guy will take it, okay, telling that I know, okay, I know all these guys, I know all these guys, okay. When I'm sending to him, okay, when I'm sending to him, what I'll do is I'll take the same data, okay, I'll take the Same data. Say for example, this entire data will be the same. Okay, this entire data will be same. This computer, this hub, what it will do, just remember that hub is sending this. Okay, what it will do, it will keep the same thing. What it will do, just it will change. Okay, two things. For everyone it is sending, right? That time it will do only one thing. Okay, it will tell that, hey, I am sending the data. That is, my name is 0Z. My name is 0Z, and I am sending it to 0A. Okay, I am sending it to 0B. Next one, same one more copy, 0B, and one more copy, 0C, one more copy, 0D, one more copy, 0E. That is like E, I have written it as C. Just ignore it. Okay, so everyone will receive one copy. What happens with that? Unnecessarily, you are a dumb guy and you are doing a lot of mess in the network. So you are creating a congestion. So earlier technology was not so good. Okay, that's why hubs are, not intelligent devices. Hubs are not, hub is not intelligent devices. And to be frank, I'm just clarifying this here in this layer, right? In this layer, okay, in data link layer, they didn't had any MAC kind of things itself earlier. No MAC technology, only where address based or anything. Something called as broadcast. Broadcast. Like, just like you saw that normal MAC address, how it will be 0F colon, okay, 3F 2E, something like that. Like this hexadecimal value will be there, right? Okay, when it is broadcasting to everyone, if I have to send something, means ff dot ff dot ff dot ff dot ff something, whichever, however length is, all f's. So it will go to this also, 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 and it will go to this as well. Okay, like that, in this particular thing, they will keep, and they will be like, broadcasting. No address only for hub. Hub doesn't have separate addresses or single address here to the hub. Nothing, no MAC address or anything. Okay, no IP address, no MAC address. Take it, just distribute it. Even fellow who sent it, for him also it used to send. Okay, for your logical purpose only, I have explained this. Okay, don't just remove it. No MAC only. Just it is like ff dot ff dot ff. That address will be there as a destination. It will put it to everyone. Whoever receives that, they will check. FF means it is for everyone. I have also received it, and checks the IP address. If this system checks what is there in the destination, it is 192.168.120. Is this belong to me? No, because my IP address is 192.168.1.10. So I am going to ignore that particular packet. Okay, that is how only it used to come to know that this packet belongs to this computer or this computer or this. It has to check the destination thing, that is it the right intended person to receive that packet or not. Means someone sends some packet to you. If it is a very big apartment, okay, if there is no, like, something, if someone comes, some one with 10 active hours are there, you take one, someone lost the key, you don't know who is the owner of this, and you got the key. You will go and ask, sir, is this yours? Sir, is this yours? Is this yours? Like that, you will go, and every house you'll go and ask. Now you have asked your first room, okay, like those guys bachelors, okay. No, some families here, they saw that and they said, It is not ours. This guy is okay. Someone like this guy is also received it, and this guy, what he'll see, he will check what is in the destination 192.168.1.20 and what is my IP address, that is 192.168.1. Hey, this belongs to me. Then he will take it. Okay, and he has got right to that time open the above layer. Okay, only that time he has got the eligibility to open the above layer. Then he will open it and see where the destination called as port 80. Okay, then he will be sending that into that particular pipe, port 80 he will send. And then port 80, there is something called as web server. Okay, and that particular web server in that system will see that, oh, you wanted a elearn infosec website, here is I'm sending it. When it is sending also, okay, it creates something like this. Okay, what? Okay, this is like some web page I'm sending. That is a process. Okay, that is a reverse process. This, it will be like coming to the left side. That is from where it is coming. This will be coming to the right side. That is to which computer, which had asked right to that particular thing. And this will come to the left side because the web pages has to be displayed here. So from this computer is coming, it is coming and reaching to this system, right? And it will be coming to the left side, and this one will be coming to the right side. Okay, and then after that, this will be like keeps its own MAC address, and destination it will keep as FFFFF, means for everyone, because hub, when it comes default, every system thinks like it is this will tell that my address is FFF. Whenever you send me something, send it to me, I'll be sending it to again FFF like everyone else. So this is a successful thing. Okay, once, because like it has came and it has identified. But you remember this, like the same data is going to this. What if in the network, if an attacker is there, whatever the packets are coming, whatever, like after getting it, if he morphed IP address of this guy's here on this, like instead of 1.20, he also kept it as 1.20, he can actually view the entire data they have sent. That is very danger. That is very, very danger. So that is the reason nowadays you are not seeing any hubs. Hub is nothing but a broadcasting device, is the weakness of that particular thing, but it is used for connecting multiple computers, and it is not having any intelligence to send the data to the right system. Okay, to send the data to the right system. Hey, this looks to be somewhat not good. Now let's proceed. Let's evolve this product. This dumbness should not be there. Okay, now this dumbness should not be there. We should have some mechanism, because every computer is shipped with some sort of technology. Okay, some sort of technology that now we should make use of it. Okay, now what they have done, okay, let's have the computers here. Okay, and this is computer 2, this is computer 3, computer 4, computer 5. Okay, now what they have done now, simple way. Okay, they have created some networking device now, which is more intelligent. Okay, and all the devices are connected to this switch. Okay, okay, and this switch, okay, has got the MAC address, receiving MAC address here. Okay, some address will be there, its own MAC address. Okay, now what I want, yeah, and it might be connected to the ISP, or to other modem or router or anything. It is connected to the router or anything. Okay, router. Okay, and the router is connected to some ISP. Okay, so router is again connected to ISP here. Okay, just think that way. Okay, now same thing. Okay, now let's take the simplest way. Okay, take this thing. Okay, now the computer has got IP 190. Okay, I think it is there 192.168.1.10. Okay, now MAC address. Okay, 10 dot MAC address is 1A. Okay, now let me put it over here. That's good. Control Y. Now once again, here the IP is 192.168.1.20. Okay, and the MAC is 2A. Focus on like what I'm saying in like day-to-day regular use. Like you are also having a phone, you are also having a computer. Just apply your this thing to that. This is 30, like your home or anything. Okay. 40 D. One E 50. Okay, these are the IP addresses. Okay, for simplistic purpose only, I'm not entering the big MAC address. I'm just entering this. Okay, now again the same thing. Again the same thing. Let's copy this and paste it in our copy it. Now the website has to be sent. I mean, like some server is there within your network. That is this one. Okay, now from here the data has to go. Okay, now consider this router's MAC address is, I have shown you right yesterday, the same way it will be. I will consider this as OZ. Okay, hub no MAC address only. Okay, here MAC address is there. I have just for your sake I have written it, but there won't be any MAC address. Okay, there won't be any MAC address in hub. Okay, I'm just deleting this. Means not an intelligent, then no address only. Okay, here yes it is there. Okay, this is a MAC address. MAC address. MAC. Okay, MAC address. Okay, okay. Now, okay, switch. Okay, switch. No IP. No IP. This is called as layer 2 switch. No IP. No IP. IP address won't be there. Means this does not have any, whatever the ISO layer model is there, right? How many layers will be there is 2 layers only. It can work in only 2 layers. One is physical layer. Okay, one is physical layer, means data will be like connected through pipe or cable. Physical layer. Okay, and another one is data link layer. Okay, data link layer. Okay, just remember that. Switch only this much. Okay, it will works only 2 layers. Now the data is coming. So data has come. Someone has sent this. Okay, and physical layer also I'll write it here. Through physical cable from this computer. Okay, it will be passing and it will be coming, because OZY it is there in this computer. Okay, I'll put it here on top. So because this is coming from this computer, right? So I'll put it here. Okay, from this computer it is coming to this. Okay, now you have seen it in the Wireshark, right? Same way it will come here to the router. First through physical layer it will come. Yeah, physical layer is there. Now after physical layer it will give to the next layer. What is that? Data link layer. Now it is in the data link layer. Data link layer, what it has to see? It has to see the MAC address. Okay, First, what it will see? It will see the destination MAC address. Is it belongs to me or not? Then after seeing it, my address is OZ and here also OZ. Okay. I have come to know that this belongs to me only. This belongs to me only. Okay. This belongs to me only. Okay. Now, okay, I should be knowing, okay, something which is important for me, that who and all are connected to me. Who and all are connected to me. Okay. That's why what it will do is it will have some table is there. What is that table is? Oh shit. Some table is there like this. In its memory, in routers switch memory, there is something like this, a table. It's a memory because it is intelligent than, little intelligent than, okay, you know, compared to our hub. What it has done is, okay, what it has done is, okay, all the list of computers it is connected to it, okay, all the list of computers that are connected to it and their MAC addresses and their MAC addresses, it will be keeping IP and MAC table, everything. It will be like, you know, this is the first computer, okay, that is 192.168.1.10. What is the MAC address of it? That is 1A. I'll be noting it down. Then this is the 192.168.1.20. And what is the IP address? That is this one, like that. Okay, like everyone, everything is, you know, IP addresses and MAC addresses are there in this memory. Okay, now what it will do, it will check OZ and it will come to know this belongs to me. And then it will check, okay, since it is belongs to it, it has every right to open the above layer. Once if it has belongs to it, then only it can open the next top layer, that is the network layer component. When it opened, what it will check? It will check the destination, whether it belongs to it or not. Okay, but our L2 does not have IP address, right? But what it will do, it will think, oh, sorry, I am a person who is serving these guys. Okay, so there is something with me that if anything, this particular IP address is there with me or not, I should check. Then it will check. Oh, it is there. Okay, this particular, you know, IP address is there with me. Okay, and that particular IP address now is going to get mapped with what is the MAC address. Then it will send it to that particular system. So now the MAC address of this particular system, okay, is known to this particular switch. So it will be routing this particular, you know, whatever the entire you know, data to this particular machine, and this machine receives it, this entire thing, whatever it is. But before it sends this particular, you know, entire thing, it just modifies two things. What is that? Now I'll tell you. Before it, okay, it sends this particular entire thing from switch to the destination machine. Okay, it will do two things. Okay, and what is the important thing which you have observed here? Because it is maintaining the table, it is maintaining the IP and MAC table, there is no broadcasting happen. Broadcasting means not every system in this network are receiving the same duplicate message which is intended for this machine. That is the first advantage. Okay, and there won't be any kind of network congestion. That is the second. And the third one important thing is security can be achieved because right data is going to the right person. Now, what it will do is it will modify another couple of things here. What it will do, this switch will remove this particular thing and adds this particular, you know, OZ as source. Hey, I am sending from my data link layer. To whom? To whom it is sending? It is sending to 1B. That is the MAC layer of this particular computer. Okay, it has put and it will be sending it to it. So now I will be telling this. Okay, this I will say it as simple terms in arrows. I will represent this. Okay, like this. Okay, from where it is coming from 0A, that is, 192, from 0A to when it is going to 0Z, that is this one from here to here, and this one is from switch, that is 0Z to, okay, where it is going, it is going to the right computer, this computer. Okay, that is where it is going. Oh God, put it over. I'll put it over here. That is from here. It is going to 0B or 1B or 0B. What I have written, that particular thing, that is computer 2, 0B. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, to B, that is computer 2. Okay, so this is from switch to, it went here. Now this particular computer sees this particular thing. Okay, now first it will check, okay, this belongs to me or not. This computer has received this. Okay, this computer has received this. Okay, let me put here Control X, Control V. Let me put here and Control V. Let us put this thing here. Okay, and just move it little up. Okay, now this received at computer B. After getting into the network cable and goes inside the chip, right, it will see it has come from 0Z. Okay, I'm least bothered, or from whoever has sent it. Does it belongs to me or not? Yes, it belongs to me. Okay, yes, it belongs to me. Okay, give me a second. So now the data moved to the this particular, and it has come to know that, yeah, this particular thing belongs to me only now. Okay, I don't have any issues opening the network layer packet. Now it will open the network layer packet and checks, hey, it is 1.20. That means it belongs to me only. Okay, then I have every right to open the transport layer packet. Then after opening the transport layer packet, it comes to know that, okay, this is come from some, TCP and port 80 it has come. Okay, 80, it will keep that data, whatever thing is there on 80, and pushes it to the, that particular port, whatever it is, application is listening, application server is listening, it will come. And that it will come to know, you want www.elearninginfosec.com. Yeah, please take this particular, the web page. Now what it will do is, it will take this entire thing. Okay, starts creating a new packet based on this particular thing. That is how it looks. I will show you. Okay, application layer will put, this is the response, this is a request, what we have seen till now. The computer understood what it requires. Now the response is getting framed. In the response, what it will do, the web page will be sent to this particular computer, right? So it will be having some web page, like, two parts it will be there. One is header, means like, here also two parts it might have received, that is get request, this one, get, I'll update here better. Application layer has come with something like this, get elearn infosec, something like that. Okay, get request, some header it has come, get, please get me this web page, like that. Okay, oh God. Okay, and here it is. you know, get request, some HTTP request it is. Later you'll come to know about what it is, but think the application layer will be having some data. It has asked this particular part, and now it has to respond. What it has to respond? Okay, it has to respond, you know, uh, like, hey, I am sending you success or okay, 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 I'll send you. Okay, no problem. Here is the web page. Web page means that HTML page, all those things like with images, everything will be there, right? That thing I'm sending it to you. From where? See, this is my, like all encoding, everything is there in application layer only, because that headers only will cover. Okay, then it will be sending, from this transport layer. At which pipe it will send? It will send from port 80, because the server port is port 80, because it is like communicating to the all world at port 80 only. Now port 80 it is there, and to which port it has to send? Because this computer, when it sent from 52 358 port. So destination it will keep 52 358. Okay, now it has kept that particular thing. Now it has to construct next, that is internet layer, that is network layer. What it is there in the network layer? Simple. Okay, source IP, destination IP, it has to keep. Okay, now source IP means this computer, whatever this computer's IP. So this destination will become the source. Okay, now this destination will become source. Give me a second. Now it will keep the source as 192.168.1.20, and it will keep the destination as 1.10. Why it is coming the same thing again? We have, yeah, this one. Okay, now you should have known now. Okay, so wherever the communication has to go, that particular IP should be there as destination. Okay, from whichever the computer it is like, sending this data, that it will be called as, source. And important points to remember: when we reached the, when we are generating from our source, the port number is like 52 358 example when we took, right? That when it reached there, the data whatever it is transferring back, that time that it has become that port number as destination. Okay, and the MAC address is so simple. See again the mechanism, how it works. See this. Okay, the MAC address, what is the source MAC address? We know this is 1B. Yeah, it will put that particular MAC address here. Okay, 1B. Okay, here by mistake I have given 0A, 0B and all. Just consider it as, okay, here I'll write it as, 1B only, whatever it is there. By mistake I'll update the image. Okay, so from source, that is 1B, it is going to where? To the web page where it has to display. It has to display on this particular computer, right? Okay, from here. Okay, 1B. Okay, then it has to go to, where, which system? This is 1A. 1A. Okay, it has to go to 1A. But can we know, do we know the MAC address of this machine? We don't know. What MAC address we know? That is 0Z, which is the MAC address of the, only switch we know. We don't know any other things. Correct, right? We don't know any other thing other than switch. Okay, you have kept that particular thing, and what you have done, you have sent that particular thing. You have sent this particular thing from where? Okay, from this system. Okay, let me make it more smaller. Okay, yeah, from where? From this particular system to this particular, switch. Okay, now the switch has received it. After receiving, what it will check, what is the destination? Okay, it has come to know OZ. Yeah, this is my MAC address only. I am the right person. Okay, and then after that, it opens the network layer. Okay, and sees what is there. It is there inside. Okay, 1.10. Okay, I don't know what it is. Network layer, I'm not able to understand. I know something like, take this IP address here, that is 1.10. Okay, in my IP table, where the 110 is there and what is the MAC address. Okay, this line is belongs to that. Okay, I'll put on that and I send it. Before I send, what I'll do, I'll change the source MAC address to 0Z and destination MAC address to 1A, and I will place it onto this and it will come. And then after that, it will receive it and checks, oh, this is belongs to me or not. This belongs to one, the destination IP is 1.10. Yes, it belongs to me. And the source port is this one. Yeah, I'll place that particular data on the source port. That pipe I will push and it will go to the top. And then it will see like, oh, this is successful thing. And this is like, data which I have to display on my screen, and it will be displaying that, entire web screen on your this thing. Okay, if it is a failure, whatever it is there, that will be displayed. Okay, here it is okay, that is 200. Okay, like that it will be there. Okay, so it is successful thing, so it will be displayed on. This is how the internet or this thing works. This is called a switch. The same, the way that packet is going will be the same all the time, even if it has to go to like 100 routers afterwards. That the way the communications, the steps it happened, right, it will be the same. But the more, the difference happens only the network layer, what capabilities it has got. Nowadays we have something called as net layer 3 switches, which can completely understand the, some 90% of whatever the, some 60 to 70% of the router tasks, whatever it do, that also it happens. But we don't require all those things, but for your sake, you can consider, switch is layer 2, but we also have layer 3 switches. Layer 3 switches. What is layer 3 switches? It is mainly, layer 3 device is actually router. Okay, layer 3 device is actually a router, but it has got some router functionalities, like knowing, like if it is connected with multiple paths, like which path I have to take, all such things. Some few things it can do. Okay, actual router can do anything, but here it is like, assigning the IP addresses. Okay, or assigning, like, authenticating that whether the person is correct or not. That kind of functionalities it can do nowadays. Okay, layer 3 switches. Earlier, everything has to go to the router. Router only has to assign it the IP address, because this doesn't, it is layer 2 only. Okay, so it doesn't do any layer 3 activities. Which one? Switch. So if it is, something related to such layer 3 related activities, like, assigning the IP addresses, assigning like, authenticating, all such things nowadays, layer 3 switches are taking care. Okay, more functionalities are there, but limited. I just want to discuss with you till this punch. Okay, that is switch is which layer? That is works at till layer 2, but now layer 3 also is there, where few functionalities of layer 3 it will do, but not complete routing and all. Okay, so that is about this switch. So we have discussed about two network devices, hub we have discussed, and we have discussed about the switch. Correct, right? Okay, now let's move on. See any other, let me move. Yeah, switch is there. Now router. Simple, same thing. Okay, I don't want to get it anywhere. Okay, now router has got two entry points. Okay, sir. Okay, now say for example, here I have some other, interface where one more computer is connected here to one more switch only I'm telling. Okay, and here it is like, connected one more computer here. This completely different you know, this country. Okay. Now, what is this particular system? Okay, has got this particular entire network is 192.168.1.10. Just I'll write it down here. 192.168.1.1 is the, you know, this particular. Oh, okay. Let me just put it something like this. Give me a second, guys. I'll just this diagram. Let's make it. Okay. I made a mess of it. Okay. Now what I'll do is this router is directly connected. This router is directly connected to a switch. This is a switch, and switch is connected with a computer. One computer only will take. Okay. Now this router will have two addresses. One is, this is one entry point into this network, and this is another entry point into another network. This entry point has got address like 192.168.1.1. Okay. This particular has got one more entry point, that is 10.0.0.1. Okay. And this computer has got IP address because it is under this network. Okay. This has got 10.0.0.10. Okay. Because IP address within the same network, within the local network, looks to be the same, because like how we have 192.168.1.10. Okay, 192.168.1.1. Okay, how many computers we can accommodate in one network, I will let you know later. Okay. Okay, that is like subnetting and all these things comes. Half an hour topic in future I'll be going to cover with that. Okay, now not more than half an hour. Okay, so this, it will be like, you know, all the data from various devices come to this entry, like, you know, exit point. From there again, from here again to this particular, you know, entry point, and from there into this network. Okay, so now let us see that the data has to send from here. Okay, I would like to say, yeah, here, instead of this particular thing, somehow doing DNS, it has come to know that, you know, it has to reach 10.0.0.10. Okay, now this particular thing has to go from here. This particular, you know, it is created. I now consider eLearn InfoSec is not here, it is here. Okay, eLearn InfoSec is here, InfoSec website. Same thing, router functionalities you will come to know. That's what I want to tell you guys. Okay, first functionality. Okay, first functionality of the router. Okay, it connects two different networks. See, this is different network 192.168. This is 10.0.0. Okay, two different networks. It connects. I have to write. Connects two different networks. Second one helps the packet to route in the network. Same like, you know, if you go to, you know, any directions, it will say, right? Okay, one place to another place, when you go, same way it will be like, okay, there will be one more interface here, but I want to go to, like, you know, 10.0.10 means, okay, this path you have to take. If it is 172 means it will take another path. Okay, like that. Okay, just two main functionalities of a router is these two. Okay, now simplest way we will see how it will be done. Okay, now here get request, it is created, and then it is coming from this source, and it is going to this particular, the server is listening in at this particular port 80 in that particular system. Okay, Now the source IP address is this, okay, and the destination IP address is this. Somehow, how it has got? It has got when it did DNS query, okay. Then what is the DNS query? Later we'll discuss. And then it is sending, putting the MAC address, that is 1A. Okay, let me change this. I have by mistakenly kept it. Guys, okay, let it be 1A. Okay, now to where it is going, okay, you can keep this MAC address as B1, okay, like that. That's better. B1, okay. So now, do you know the MAC address of this machine? This machine will be changing every time. You don't know the MAC address what it is, but you know the MAC address of your, the switch. You will put the switch MAC address, correct, right? You'll put it, and then you will send it. Switch received it, as I said, okay. Now in this, just keep it the same thing, update here. Okay, just I'm writing this. I'm just cutting this. Okay, now see, it has come here. Okay, now the source is coming from, from where? From 1A, correct, right? 1A, it is coming. Okay, and it is going to 1B. Where it is going to where? What is the B1? Okay, I have not updated it. B1, okay, and it is going to B1. I have to update this. See, this is like, if you remember this, right? Why I am repeating this again and again and again? Entire network is only on this. Whatever the work you do on this, only this IP, this MAC, this port number, and this one, and this kind of some messages. That's it. All entire your SOC is related on, cyber security is related on this. Looking at the information and coming to a conclusion whether it is, something malicious or not. That's why I'm just repeating this again and again and again to you guys, okay. But you have to bear with that, okay. So it is going to, like, oh, from, okay, now it has received. Now what it will do, it will receive it, okay, and it checks, is it belongs to me? Why I have removed this? Why I have removed was it? I'm confusing you guys along with that. Okay. Okay, you don't know, right? So that is the reason that you shouldn't be updating this at all. By mistake, I have updated it while discussing with you guys. Okay, sorry. Yeah, only what okay, only MAC address of the switch. You updated that MAC address and you sent it. Now switch received it and checks, does this belongs to me? But in the MAC address, it comes to know that yes, this belongs to me. Okay, and it will look for the 10.0.1.0 in its IP table. It is not there in its IP table, correct, right? Because it doesn't, like, not connected to these machines directly. If no system is connected directly to this particular switch, that IP won't be there. Okay, but who is the boss now for all the switches? All the switches, this router is the boss. This router is the boss. Now, since I don't know this information, much about this information, what I'll do is I will escalate, or I will delegate, or I will request my boss, who is this guy router. Okay, this guy router, I will send it to it. Okay, now this entire packet, whatever it is there, now this will come to this interface. This has got some MAC address like, um, B0, say for example, B0, or this is A0, I'll give A0. Okay. Now it will come, it will update this MAC address, okay, as A0, okay, A0, okay, and because it knows, okay, destination, it is updated, okay, and the source, it will update that it is coming from this switch. This, it will coming from this switch, that is A0 0Z, okay, 0Z. This you have to practice a lot, so that if you break this logic, you are network guy. That's it. Nothing else is there in the network. Only this much only. Once this concept is like, fetched into your mind, that's it. Any kind of networking you can crack. Okay. In the sense, like the concepts will be like, improved, like configurations, that, this and all, but the underlying logic will be this much only. Okay. Now this has to go to this particular switch, this particular router, it is received. Now it will check, okay, hey, now I received it, check the destination. This I'll remove it. Okay, it will check the destination. Destination MAC is belongs to me only. Yes, superb. Okay, and check the destination IP address, and it checks, okay, hey, does it belongs to me? No, it is not belongs to me, but I know the networks that are connected to me, that looks to be 10.0.0.1 or 10.0.10, that is like 10.0.0.0 is connected to me only. I know how it knows. It knows there is something called as routing table. All these things are not required, but I'm giving you the information. In routing table, like how it keeps track of, table of IP2 map, it keeps track of all the interfaces. So to this particular interface, okay, like, E1 or E1 or something like that, it will be there. One hole wherever this, that switch port where we are inserting the network cable, right? To which port, which network is connected. Here E0 port is 192.168.1.1, 1.0 by 24. Okay. Then this is E2 port, example E2, that is 10.0.0.0/24, something like that. Okay. Some which networks are connected is updated in the routing table. It have a routing table. We don't require this for our SOC at all, but I'm just telling you to remember how it is possible. So, and this, oh, it has come to know, oh, it is our adjacent guy only, whatever the destination we are looking, and it is connected at C0, okay, MAC address. Okay, then what it will do? It will immediately, this particular thing, before it sends to this, it will update the only MAC information. It will update the MAC information of this particular thing. What it will do? Hey, I am coming from A0 and it is sending it to C0. Okay, it is sending it to C0 and it will be sent to this particular port, and port receives it. Yeah, this belongs to me only. Okay, it checks and sees it belongs to me only. And 0.10.0.10. Okay, yeah, I'll forward this particular thing to, within my switch. I'll forward it and switch will see it. Okay, yeah, this belongs to, one of the guy who is there, similar kind of MAC table is there, and he is directly connected to me. Okay, then before I send it to him, I'll just change that, this MAC address, whatever it is there, those things, it will be updated and it will be sent here. Okay, whatever it is, somehow it reaches the destination and checks, is it belongs to, somehow it is changed to an extent where the destination is something like B1. Okay, the destination is something like B1. That is the systems, this system's MAC address. And here source will be this switch MAC address, whatever it is. I'm not updating now, but it will be the switch MAC address. I have not given here. You can, when you are learning, you can just update it, whatever you want when you are practicing. Okay. Now it checks, okay, this is belongs to me only. Okay, then I will just look for port 80 and I'll push whatever the data is there into the port 80 of TCP, and the server, whichever it is there, server application server receives it and responds that, okay, I have this web page, and I'll be sending back to this same procedure in reverse order. It will follow and it will come. Okay, that is the functionality of the router. Router maintains the routing table for what purpose? To connect to two different networks and helps, you know, in routing the packet. Okay, all these things, it will be done by the router. Okay, router is the main device that for any organization. Okay, yeah. Oh, we have not recorded. Okay, okay, okay. I'm just enabled, the logs in my website. Okay, now what is the response I wanted, like, hey, I want elearninfosec.com website, correct, right, to visit, HTTP. Okay, then what it said, okay, the response I will see for this is the request header in the application layer. This might have gone. Okay, this might have gone in the application layer. Okay, now it will be going in port 80. Okay, now application layer reached to this, okay, some server. Okay, after reaching the server, it sent, 200. Okay, 200. Okay, where it is? Okay, 200. Okay, and it told, hey boss, we are actually very strict. Okay, with transport security. Okay, but maybe this is the first time. Okay, okay, better I'll show you through google.com. That is, these many pages are there. HTTP colon google.com. I'm just entering this. Okay, oh god, HTTP colon. Okay, yeah, you take this particular thing. Okay, now the key symbol is not there. See, security is not there. Okay, that's what it is saying. Security is not there. Okay, why status it is coming? It is by time, right? Okay, so let it be. This is what the request I have sent. Okay, when I sent the request google.com, okay, I got the response from the server telling that, boss, you asked for google.com. Okay, but to be frank, we are not sending, we are not, serving at that location. That is what you are asking for. Okay, so we would request you to move, permanently some other location. That is, again, it is telling the same thing, http colon www dot google.com, but instead, why it is not there http? Yes, it should be. Why it is showing http? Okay, why it is showing http? Google Web Services, same origin policy, age, UTF. Let me try with another one. Actually, when I give any website, take FortiGate, FortiGate.com. Yeah, HTTP. That's better. Okay. Take it, Control C. put it over here. Okay. Now clear this. Okay, we'll take one thing. We'll close this once. Close this tab. Open it again. Put it over here. Okay. And enter HTTP. Don't open it now. Inspect network. Okay. Click enter. You sent. There is no Fortinet, or how it is? Request. Oh shit. This is the problem. By the time it has come. Okay, this is the request. Okay. Fortinet or FortiGate? FortiGate. Oh. What is this Fortinet? Okay, let's take this particular thing. Okay. Now what we'll do is HTTP : okay. Just bear with me. I would like to show some, practical things, how they really work. HTTP and HTTPS. Okay. Yeah. See. Let's see. Now it is coming perfectly. Okay. It is coming perfectly. Okay. Now the headers. I asked, the content. I want FortiGate. Okay, Fortinet. It said, sorry, we have, not serving only HTTP Fortinet.com. What we are serving instead is HTTPS Fortinet.com. Okay, HTTPS Fortinet.com. Okay, first that particular point, is it clear for you guys? The response is, when I said I want the Fortinet.com web page, homepage I wanted, that's what I asked. The response they said is, no, you came from port 80. Okay, it is not telling directly like port 80. Sorry, you came from the wrong entry point. Okay, we have moved to some different port, that is HTTPS, that is 443. It is not telling in directly. It is telling that 302 object moved, where we are serving a different port number, that is 443. That is HTTPS. The location has moved. That location is this one. Okay. Automatically your URL will be updated here and automatically sent a new request. Okay. A new request will be sent. See, if you see here, the HTTP now, whatever it is there, it is sent in 443 only. And for that, you have received 200 OK response with, the web page. This is a web page, what it is. Okay, see here, the response, nothing is there. Just it is like, only having headers. But whereas for this, yeah, web pages and everything is there, content is there. Okay, what I want to say here is, application layer, you don't talk about layers or anything. It will be like, you are serving HTTP or HTTPS protocol. When you requested HTTP protocol, okay, it is like, there is no such thing HTTPS protocol. It is the same HTTP working in different port number. In different port number, that is, instead of port 80, it is 443. Okay, so now you sent that particular request. The destination port will be, when you are sending it, is port 80, and server received at the port 80. Then when it responded that it returned back some data back to us. That is, hey boss, you have asked me like, website, but we have actually, very sorry, we moved that. Okay, where I'm giving you the location, that is HTTPS. As soon as the browser receives this, oh God, that is the reason. Since I have sent it on HTTP, it might have gone to port 80. Now I know that it is HTTPS. I'll update that HTTPS as in get request, that is this get request. Okay, I'll update that in the get request www.0.com. If I say HTTPS is, now I'll putting this request on port 443 pipe as destination. Please, when you receive at the server, I'll be sending you in 443 pipe. You can receive it now. And you have sent it. And it received at 443 pipe and told that, oh God, I have successfully received your request. I don't have any issues. See, this is a web page, what I am going to send it to you. And it sent it and it displayed to you on the screen. That's it. This is how, the protocols or anything that works. Okay. So we discussed about the three products, three networking devices: hub, okay, switch, and router. Okay. Hub is not an intelligence device. Okay. It broadcasts all the information, whatever it receives. As security reasons, it is not advisable to use hubs anymore. But one device, okay, but every device will receive it, right? The data one device sent. So that is the, the drawback of that particular thing. And we have the switch, which like, does the unicast, means to the same machine where it has to go, that particular data, it will be sent to that particular, it won't send it to remaining any other device. Okay, but it is lacking some kind of, capabilities like, routing and connecting with multiple networks. That capability is not there for, switch. So we have routers, it connects multiple types of networks. Okay, and also takes care of the routing of the packet. Okay, so that is the router. So next class, we will be discussing about the firewall.